Yes, believe it or not, I found another fan. This one here, let's see. It says they originally wanted $19.99 for it at the GW store. Nobody bought it, and the reason why, you plug it in, turn it on, and nothing happens. But if you stood there long enough, the fan would slowly speed up, and then it worked. So it sat there, I went through the $1.99, no one bought it. It came to 99 cents, no one bought it. I came along, tried it out, it worked fine. It just needs cleaned and it needs oiled for sure. So here's my 99-cent fan that we're going to try to take apart. In which on this fan, I noticed they have these weird looking screws in here. They're a straight slot, and then it's filled up, then bumps back down to a straight slot. So what they're doing is trying to make it so you have to buy special screwdrivers, or realistically, they want you to throw this away and go buy a new one. So if you're willing, try different things. I've got a small screwdriver I can set in the side of it. Let's see if that works. If you don't like it, let's try this one. That's a little bit stronger. Yep, I got that one to come loose. It's going to be a little more difficult. And normally I shop around with the screws, and I'll buy normal screws so I don't have to deal with this again next time I decide to clean it. So anyway, let me get these popped out. Let me show you this. Can you see that? How they got it? That center's filled up. So you need a screwdriver that almost looks like an H. Or try your smaller screwdrivers. This happens to be a Craftsman screwdriver. Has a small tip in it. And bring it to the side so far. That seems to be working just fine. By the looks of it, we have these two screws, these two screws. And I'd say after that it should come apart. So let me get those screws out and I'll let you know how it went and then get into this. Okay, on this fan here, I couldn't get this thing apart or couldn't figure it out, and I got to looking at the bottom and it looked like I needed to take out the screws here to release these two bars on the side. So right now I'm taking a hammer and tapping this back and forth to reveal everything and see if we can get to pop open. And I'll be back after I get it tore apart and see if that was the right thing to do. Okay, I slid these metal brackets this way, and after getting so far I noticed this here is free, except down here at this end I need to undo these two screws here, and then possibly I can take it apart. And this looks like it's a Phillips, because it's in where most people wouldn't be already, I guess. This thing's really dirty. Besides, like I told you, it needs oiled bad. Get those two screws out. Gotta be careful not to lose those screws. So that's all we need to do. Now, obviously, now we can clean this filth in here. And let's see here. See, I want to take this fan off. So, by the looks of it, there is a screw here I'll loosen. and just need to loosen it to get it off the motor. And then over here, hold on a second. Over here you can see these two screws need to come out so we can lift this out and slide it off the motor, and we can take and put this in the shower to wash all the dirt off compared to just brushing it or blowing it. And then we can also oil the bearings maybe a little bit better. And I use the 3-in-1 oil. I suggest you don't use WD-40 because it is a lubricant, but anything that says it frees up rust because it eats it will re-rust again because it's an acid. So see, I got that off, and I can go ahead and lube inside there after I get all cleaned up. Now this should just pull right off. If not, I'll loosen that screw a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I got this off, and it's dirty. It's not filthy, but it's actually filthy because, well, you can see where it's built up on the blade, so it's not blowing as much air. It still blows air good, I'm sure, but I don't want someone else's dirt in my house either. That there is where the screw is down and tightened up against the motor shaft. And there's just the shaft that was at this end, and there's the motor. And I'm going to probably take that off too, but first I'm going to take this in and put it through the shower, spray it down with soap and put it through the shower again just to get this cleaned up for now, and I'll do the same with this piece. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, on this motor, I'm not going to take it out all the way because there's wires attached to it. So I plan on doing is taking these 3 screws out here, there's another one here, 2 down here, and 1 down here. Pull this apart so I can get in there and oil it, clean this dust off, and I should be able to pull this shaft off and put oil down inside on the bearing below here too. So let me tear that apart and I'll get back at you. Okay, I undid those screws there, and I still have 1 left, but I have to take this ring off of here in order to slide the plate off. So I'm going to pop that off and be back again. Okay, I got the ring off. I don't remember what they call it. Keeper of some sort. Try taking this apart. Okay, so that's good. This popped out. Pull it clear out of there. Remember to put it back in the same way. You see a groove in here. You can start putting oil down in there, and inside here is a piece of felt that sucks up the oil, and as it warms up it feeds this as it needs it. So we'll clean all that up, and inside here should be another one of these that we can put oil in so it'll be ready to go. So I'm going to oil it with 3-in-1 oil, and then I'll be back. Okay, I got my oil in here. Like I say, I use 3-in-1 oil. I did use a little bit of grease on the shaft just before it went into the bearing back here. And I put a little bit of grease here too, just to give it that little bit extra help on lubrication. And now I need to clean this up and oil it. And this one's the one that goes up to the top. And I'll do the same. I'll oil this. I'll put a little bit of grease on the shaft and put it in. And on here, the shaft has got a cutout on it. When you're installing the fan, you got to make sure that screw that's on the fan will be able to catch in there and snug it in there. and that locks it in so it'll stay twirling like it's supposed to. And I'll show you that as I'm putting it together, but for right now, I'm going to go ahead and take a brush and brush this inside because I didn't take this in the house. It doesn't look that dirty, but just same, you wouldn't believe what comes out of a fan after it's ran for 1 or 2 years or more until the motor wants to slow so far down that you think it's burned up. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and brush that, clean this up, and I'll be back. Okay, like I was saying before, this screw has got to come down and catch the flat side that's been ground out there. So all you have to do is pretty much get it close and it'll move itself into place. And now I'm going to put a little bit of grease on here. It's smeared on the end there. It's not a heart attack. Like I said, this is just to help it out a bit. And then now I can go ahead and put this back on. We'll get the screws and put it back together, and I'll be back with you again. Okay, we have it all back together again. Now let's take it inside and see if it works. Or actually, I have a plug-in sitting out here. Let me try her. Okay, I plugged it in. The fan started right up. Oscillates. This here moves just a certain point, which that's what the fan's made to do. And it also has the timer and has a moon on it, so I don't know what all that means. But normally when I turn a fan on, I leave it on. But each his own. 99-cent fan. If you're willing to think about it, tear it apart, you don't have to spend another $50 to $75 for a fan. But if you don't have the time or you don't think you have the talent, go ahead and off it to the thrift store. There's others that will work on these things. But then again, look at it another way. If you break it, it was broke already. So enjoy.